Hi, gorgeous. Welcome to the Woman Leadership Series. So I am with my friend Julie Danaylov, and today we have a fantastic topic. I'm really keen to share more of this with you. So it's really how to leverage your personal brand with charismatic visibility. So first, welcome, Jules.
It's so nice to see you, Gaelle. I love you so much.
Me too. I'm so happy that you're here because I'm going to leave you lead basically this conversation and this talk about this fantastic topic. I think so dare and so timely for so many people. And I think it's going to be quite beneficial and valuable for you, gorgeous. So I really invite you to take some notes. If you have any question, to put them in the comments below. Because let's be honest, when you have one hashtag followed by more than 10,000 million followers, it means something. Okay.
Absolutely. And there's clearly a lot of people out there, Gail, as we have observed, that are really interested in how to leverage personal brand. And not just leverage personal brand, but really bring your full authentic self to the big picture, right? And so having charismatic visibility, oh my gosh, I love what you said earlier when we were talking right before this, how you go from bringing your personal brand from just memorable to unforgettable. Like it's a whole other level. Can we just actually start there, Gail? Like, what do you mean when you say, bringing your brand from memorable to unforgettable? I'm dying to hear your thoughts on this.
Yes, no, of course. Because most of the time, I heard so many people saying, okay, I need to work on my personal brand. I need to be clear about my value, my motivation, or if they want to create a business, my colors, my logo. And it's great. I think it's the foundation really to start something. But most of the time they think, oh, it's the way for people to remember about me, who I am. So you have Ajanta from India, which is saying, hello, gorgeous. Hello. And so, yes, it's good to have this foundation, but I believe you're not born to be memorable. Okay? You're born basically to be awesome. You're born to play bigger. And let's be honest, you want to make a positive impact in this world. So this is where, okay, it's great to have a personal brand, but what can you do? So you're moving from just being memorable, from being unforgettable. Think about some brands like Apple. Apple is not a memorable brand. Let's be honest. They work so well on it that when you're thinking about a mobile phone, Apple is popping in your mind. This is what we're
Absolutely.
talking about.
Yes.
It's just like we have more than 6 billion people on this planet. And with COVID, post-COVID, so many people, okay, awoke to the fact that they need to stand up for themselves, for their uniqueness, and for their differentiation.
Oh, that's so gorgeous. Because, right, Gail, people don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel.
Absolutely. I love it. It's from Maya Angelou. It's so on point. I love it, Joel.
Oh, me too. She was extraordinary. And I love everything you're saying about memorable versus unforgettable. It's brilliant. And also, too, when you were talking about, okay, you have your colors, you have your mission statement, you have your website, and you have all the things. You may have all the tools totally in place, but without you bringing your full authentic self to your brand, the brand is dead, essentially. Right?
Yes.
So can you share a little bit more about that? Like, what is that component where it's like you bringing your full authentic self to the conversation?
Me, from my experience, is really when you make it alive. So you bring your vitality, you bring your energy, you bring your passion into it. You know what I mean? Because your personal brand can only stay a concept if you don't express it. Okay, visibility for me is a conduit of self-expression. So from the moment you express yourself with a voice, and this is your voice, you really leverage your personal brand that people can connect to them, can connect to it, can relate to what you're saying. So I have Ajanta saying, I think is authenticity and honesty, USP of Apple, is different from the rest. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're so crystal clear about it. Yeah, and she said absolutely as well. So this is why it's so important. You have to make your personal brand alive. You have to bring your voice into it. And this is where visibility is coming. The more they're going to see you, the more they're going to remember about you, and the more they're going to love what you do. So I heard the last time someone saying, oh yeah, personal brand is everything because it's a way to build trust with your audience. And I say,
Yes.
yes, absolutely. But being visible in a consistent way is also another way to build trust with your audience.
Absolutely. People do business with people they know, like, and trust, right, Gail? And
Yeah.
so for them to know, like, and trust you, being visible is actually an essential component, wouldn't you say? Like, it's not really an option. It, like, if you're not on the radar,
Yeah.
you're not even being considered. So getting ourselves on the radar, that's a huge piece. And I love that you said visibility is a conduit to self-expression. Like, okay, we'll just drop the mic and just stop right there, because I mean, I think that was the quote of the day, but just, it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And I know that you have 3 very specific tips on how to leverage personal brand, Gail. Would you mind sharing those with us? I have my pen handy and I can't wait to hear them.
Yes. So the first one is really make it yours. So it's coming back to what you said at the beginning. Really show up as your authentic self. You know, what matters to you? What do you stand for? What do you want to share? It's really so, so important that you infuse your personality, your character into your personal brand, but your visibility as well. Coming back to this question, how do you want to be perceived? Is really going to help you to refine the way you show up in the world and not stopping about it. The second one, and I already shared a little bit, is make it alive. Really infuse your vitality, your life force energy, your passion. You're doing it for a reason. You want to make a difference or you want to make a positive impact. But people, as Jules said, you know, I love this quote from Maya Angelou, they need to feel it. They're going to remember because they're going to feel your vitality, your passion, you know, your love for what you do. And the last one is make it relatable. So really coming from a place of being true to yourself, being authentic, and really coming from a place of being vulnerable as well. You can, of course, you know, share your achievement, but share also your setback and challenges. It's key because they're into their journey. You're here to inspire them, motivate them. So really make it relatable. I think it's key. And yeah, I think it's coming back again to this message, make it alive. You know, go further than just creating it and it's done. No, no, no. Make it in a way that when people remember your name, they remember about your energy, they remember about your smile, they remember about your message. This is so, so impactful. Because from my experience, this is what I did. You know, I work on my personal brand with logo and with colors and with value and motivation, but it's only when I infuse it into my visibility every day and I stand up for what I feel important. So for my conviction, my values, for coming up for my audience, that really, really, I leverage my personal brand. People remember about my personal brand now, and I have nothing to do with that because I'm doing this work constantly and because I'm living my brand. You know, I'm passionate about what I do. I'm extremely authentic. I'm not afraid basically to stand for what I believe. And people can feel it. You know, people can feel that I'm authentic, I'm truthful, I have nothing to hide. And I wish the same for you. So I really wanted to share this with all of you, Jules, including you. I have still Agenta hiding comments. So it's like a medical rep visiting regularly compared to others. She said, totally agree with you. So I'm loving that Agenta is with us today
Mhm.
and
Oh,
participating with us. Yeah.
so beautiful. Yes, love the participation. Thank you so much, darling. Keep it coming. And we are so, it's so true, Gail. Oh my gosh, all these points, make it yours. How do you want to be perceived? Make it relatable. I mean, so beautiful. And I think sometimes too, or at least all of us, whether you are in the creative entrepreneur space or whether you are in corporate, whatever, we may think to ourselves sometimes like, why would people want to hear what I have to say? Or like, why would anybody want to hear from me? And I remember you saying once, Gaelle, something to the effect of like, we are so unique. We're like a fingerprint, every single person. And there's only one of us in all the history of time. And so why not us? Why somebody else? Why not us to really step into our full visibility? And so what would you say, Gaelle, to somebody who maybe is afraid to start, just afraid to take the first step? Like, what would you say to somebody who really struggles with bringing their full energy into their visibility and making that consistent effort like you were talking about?
I think I will start from why you want to do it. So what is a passion? What is the why of you willing to show up this way? You take your mobile phone, okay, and you make a video of yourself right here, right now. No one is behind your back. No one is going to look at what you do, but you look at the camera and you decide to make this camera your best friend, okay, to be irresistible to this camera, okay? You go for it and you share your passion and you share your why. I remember the first video I did it this way. It's just a moment, my passion came upon me and I just shared what I needed to share. It was the most seen video that I ever created because I didn't care about what people will think about me. I was just sharing my words and my passion. I would say start by this. On your own. And after, of course, I think be clear about your visibility identity. So how do you want to be perceived? What do you want to stand for? What is so important to you that you say, oh, I'm going to make a video, and for which expertise you want to be recognized. Okay, so I know Agenta is saying, I too was shy, Gaelle. I've started off slowly. I am in it now. And bravo, Agenta. It's fantastic. We all started this way, where we didn't learn to be visible, but we believe in us enough to say, okay, I'm going to give a try and I'm going to see the way it's going to unfold. And I'm so proud of you, Agenta. Bravo, because the more you're into it, the more basically you practice it and the more you're getting very good at it. Like, Julie is absolutely fantastic in terms of visibility. Me, it's a pleasure to be on camera and to speaking with you right now. It's a joy. So if we can do it, everyone can do it,
Oh my gosh, I love that. If we can do it, anyone can do it, right? It's so true. It's so true. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And the world, I think we forget that the world needs our voice, right? Like, so every single person has value, has a diverse perspective, has something intrinsically unique to their words, what they're bringing to the table. And sometimes that trepidation or sometimes that insecurity or why would anybody care about what I say? Like all of that, it's just, we have to put it to the side and step forward. And like you said, Gaelle, it really is in the consistency and the practice, right? It's a practice. It's not something like you didn't start off like this, right? You were like, you had to dip your toe in too, right? So I think we all start somewhere, don't we?
Yes. I think it's really a question of, do you want it so bad that you're willing to discover more of yourself, of your essence, of your talent in terms of visibility? This is it.
Oh, so good.
So, yeah.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I know that you're going to be putting together a masterclass all around this because it's such an important topic and you care so much about helping people really get a handle on this because personal brand, like you said, I mean, it seems like it's something that everybody's obsessed with, but it also seems to be a point at which people really struggle in general. And us included when we first started, right? So I think this is such a valuable tool that you're putting together. So do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, no, of course. So it's really a masterclass for anyone having this clarity about their personal brand, but not really happy about the way it's working right now. And they want to make a bigger impact. They want to be recognized for their value and work. And they say, okay, let me do something to accelerate, amplify my personal brand. This is the purpose of this masterclass. So I'm going to show you how you can do that with three different strategies to leverage your personal brand so that, yes, we're moving from just being memorable to being unforgettable. And you keep going from this place, when you position yourself as an authority in your industry.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so amazing. And I know, Gaelle, you're going to put all that information after the broadcast is concluded and everything like that. So friends, if you are watching this live or on the replay, just make sure you scroll down in the comments. Gaelle's going to make sure all that information is there, and we'll post it everywhere so that you get the information as well. But I just absolutely love this conversation. I think it's so brilliant. Gaelle, was there anything else that you wanted to share on here before we wrap up for the day?
I would say, don't be shy to shine.
Oh, okay. That's so beautiful. Don't be shy to shine.
Yeah. Because once you do, you're going to love it. You're going to ask more for it. And you're going to be a magnet for everything you desire. So I just want to add a few words from Agenta. She said, thank you so much. Yes, I resonate, love this so much. Thank you, pretty woman. Loving this, and is beginning it, and everything follows. So thank you so much for your presence, Agenta. I love it. But yes, this will be my last words. I just say great to be here.
And we love having you, Agenta, too. That's so amazing. And huge thank you to everybody who took the time to watch this. We're so grateful for you. And absolutely, when it comes to energizing your visibility, amplifying your worth, and sharing who you are, just make sure you're following Gaelle, for heaven's sakes. I mean, she's just fabulous. Like, you need to follow this woman, get in all of her groups, do all the things, because you will be so glad you did. So, Gaelle, I love you so much. And we actually get to meet each other soon, like in person. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I'll be coming to the UK very shortly. So, stay tuned. Anybody who follows myself, Gaelle, whoever, you're going to see pictures of all this meeting because it's going to be epic. We're so excited.
That's for sure, because we are two powerhouses, so both together in the same room is going to be phenomenal.
Explosion. Yes, it's true. Oh my gosh.
No, thank you so much for your presence, Jules. Agenta is just saying, see you both soon again. Stay blessed. So it's a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Amazing. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.